mention maybe, Amanda, at this point, which is related to the question. I feel that we have just reached base camp, and we have been equipped with the tools to now climb Mount Everest and reach the summit. And it's just the new chapter for us. There's no exit for the founders.
What is going on, my Meta Millionaires? It is your boy, Terry Stonkers, and welcome to my channel, baby. Buy the dip. All right, guys, we got to talk about that meta materials, and we got to talk about a bonus, I guess you would call it, ETF. That's going to be towards the end of the video. That is pretty exciting. It's going to talk about Bitcoin futures. So that's going to be very interesting. I wanted to put this information on you so that way you have the knowledge. It's going to be tradable tomorrow on all the NASDAQs. You can buy this on Robinhood, man. So yeah, let's first cover metamaterials and then let's go back talk about that Bitcoin futures ETF. It's going to be pretty exciting. I'm pretty interested in it, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, metamaterials today down 2.61%. Nothing happened in the company. It's just the market is still uncertain. There's not much going on. The market is still kind of weary of everything going on. So we may hit that infinite 476 mark, the sterling mark. So we'll see. We're only 10 cents away. But anyway, let's get in here to the exciting news that we got going on, guys. Boom. This post right here on Metamaterial News. Now, they shared this here. Right here it is. Boom. George Palakaris. This person right here. George Palakaris. Please like this if we have at least 3 contracts you guys are working on. If we don't, just ignore my message. And he put the little smiley face there. Well, if you look where it's under, George's stock twit's under his likes. So what do? We got to go confirm that that is true. And IB, if we go under George's official stock twits, there it is, guys. So it is the real deal. George did put a like on that. So why would he lie to us? There has to be at least 3 contracts that we're working on. So yeah, that is pretty exciting stuff. So let's go back here and take a look at the other stuff we got here. And they also posted here, Meta is currently pursuing multi-year, multi-million-dollar contracts with several OEMs. And they do have the article here that takes you to the Metamaterial newsletter from, I believe, back in August. So make sure you go check that out. And they also did here the alert. Just then, the CEO of Metamaterials confirms there's at least 3 contracts currently in the works. In the previous earnings report and Meta's recent presentation, they're both state upcoming partnerships / contracts. So exciting stuff there. I believe we got possible Metamaterials is going to be releasing their earnings here in November. I believe we covered that the other day on the channel as well. And we also got here, ticker symbol MMTLP. That's right, the preferred shares. Over 15% of today's volume just came in the last 5 minutes. So someone must have came in and bought up some shares the last 5 minutes. And they also got here that Duke Silversax here had found this article here on where Ken Rice is going to be talking down here in DC, which is like 90 minutes from me. Wish I could have been able to get to this, but got work, guys. So wish I could have went to this. But I put here nice find on stock twist by the real Duke Silver. Ken Rice in Washington, D.C. speaking about Meta's GlucoWise. And I tagged everyone there. And here it is. You click on it. Boom. Non-invasive glucose testing. 855. But yeah, so super exciting stuff there. Still may have, I talked about this in yesterday's video. I still may need to go to a Starbucks and just put one of these up and post a picture of me there with the thumbs up with it. That'd be pretty funny. So pretty exciting stuff. Now we need to go take a look at the Fintel information. All right, so here we are on the Fintel, guys, and we'll get out here and take a look. Our momentum was at 99.24, number 322 out of over 40,000 stocks, guys. So keep that in mind. Even though we're in a little downtrend, the whole market's kind of in a downtrend. Look at the insider accumulation score, 71.70, 1,726 out of over 13,600 stocks. That means a lot of insiders are buying this thing. The ownership accumulation score, I preached to you guys on this. Keep in mind, 98.94. We are still ranked number 20 out of over 22,300 stocks. That means the big institution, the big totes are buying this up. I think there's just a lot of, in my personal opinion, what I think is going on, guys, I think there's a lot of people that's just getting impatient. I've been seeing a lot of comments on my videos as of late. When I go through and scroll through the comments where I'm seeing people just like, I'm tired of this, you know. People have been going through this back since June and July with all this merger stuff. and they're just kind of tired of waiting. And I can say most retail investors, they don't have patience. We don't have patience. We get, we're expected to buy a stock today and see it shoot up 100% tomorrow. That is the average, retail investor mentality. We're used to seeing stocks going 30, 40, 50%, if not 100% in a single day, if not a week. And if it don't happen, people get irritated and they sell out. So I do think retail has a lot to do with it. Not saying the people that generally, like people that cover it and the people that comment religiously in my videos, but I'm talking about the people that's on the sidelines, guys. Keep in mind, you can get 2,000 views, but you may only get 50 comments. Those are probably your diehard people. And then out of those 50 comments, you may have one or two sneak one in there saying, like, I'm tired of holding the stock. It keeps going down, and they're selling out of their position. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm just saying I see that in my comments. So I just want to put that out there. I do think that's happening. And that's the same thing with the preferred shares. People don't want to wait to get their money. They want to get it now. So they'll sell it out for $1 or $2. They're selling it out. So I'll be more than happy to buy them up. You want to put them on the market. But anyway, here we go. Short squeeze score is a 79.41, ranked 206 out of 5,400 stocks. So we're looking pretty good there. Here you go. Our short shares availability. We have 650,000 shares that are available for someone to short. We got here and take a look. Our short bar fee is still kind of right where it has been, 4.19. No real big changes there. You can see here today on 10/18, the FINRA dark pool short volume ratio is a 49.36, and we had about 3.5 million shares in the FINRA, and they shorted about 1.7 million of them. We're still waiting on the CBOE to come in, but I'm saying if we're usually, we were 59 and that was a 62, so it's usually about 3 to 5% higher. So we're going to be in the 50s again, guys. Probably a 52 to 54 here in the combined short volume ratio on that. So yeah, that's pretty much all that information there. Like I said, I think it's a lot of retail just getting impatient. But here is something pretty exciting, and I found this article and a little bit about everything, and I just want to let you guys put this on your plate and be aware of it. The first Bitcoin futures exchange traded fund starts trading Tuesday. What to know before adding it to your portfolio. The first U.S. Bitcoin futures exchange traded fund launches on Tuesday, a milestone for the cryptocurrency industry. The Pro Shares ETF will provide exposure to Bitcoin futures contracts, agreements to buy and sell the asset later for agreed upon price rather than the Bitcoin itself. While there's a strong demand for the new asset, financial advisors urge caution before adding Bitcoin futures ETF to your portfolio. There is a lot of risk in this, so I'm not sure how the ETF is going to work on that, but I have this other article here that Bitcoin's first ETF hits the New York Stock Exchange on Tuesday. Now, it's a pretty good article here, breaks it down pretty much plain and simple exactly what it is. The ticker symbol for this, guys, is going to be BITO. So make sure you go check that out. So here it is. On Tuesday, the Pro Shares will be listed ETF that tracks Bitcoin futures on the New York Stock Exchange. It's listed as BITO, the company said. And if we scroll down here and take a look, I wanted to find this down here. Here we go. Futures are contracts that commit investors to buy or sell a commodity at a certain price on a certain date. So it's kind of like an options contract, but you got prices involved that you're guaranteeing you're going to buy or sell. For instance, you could commit to buying one Bitcoin for $100,000 in 5 years. If the price of Bitcoin on that date is $200,000, you would have made that money. If the price of Bitcoin on that date is $50,000, you would have lost that money. So that is pretty interesting. This here says the futures ETF is notably different from a standard exchange traded fund, which Bitcoin enthusiasts have been lobbying for. A typical ETF would give investors exposure to the underlying asset, in this case, Bitcoin, whereas the futures ETF allows investors to speculate on a price for the asset. Policymakers have said in the past that cryptocurrencies are too prone to fraud and manipulation to be approved for ETF backed by actual Bitcoins. Regardless, cryptocurrencies are being integrated into the SEC's framework and evidently enough to boost Bitcoin and many other currencies. Bitcoin's current price is up 8%. So I'm not sure how this ETF is going to work. Like if you would go, like I'm just trying to think, if I buy the ETF, say it comes out at $15 a share in this ETF, I think the ETF is the one controlling all that. It's not personally me picking the Bitcoin prices. And I guess if they do well, I do well. I have to do a little bit more research on this, but it's very interesting. I mean, I guess people say if you're just that interested in Bitcoin, just go buy the Bitcoin. But the ETFs are like more safe in a sense. It puts a basket of, say, cryptocurrencies in there, but this one's just saying Bitcoin futures. So I don't know. It's a little risky. If you guys know more about it, comment down below. I just wanted to touch base on this with you guys. So yeah, comment down below. What do you think about this? Something you're interested in, something you're not interested in? I just found it interesting. It's something new to the market, and we'll see how it goes. I would like to see a cryptocurrency ETF, though. That way you can get a little exposure to everything. A little Bitcoin, little Ethereum, Cardano, little Doge, little Shiba Inu. So yeah, that is something I'm interested in. I told a few people that I'm thinking about throwing a couple $100 into Shiba Inu, man. That there's that hodl mentality under the Shiba Inu, and I'm thinking about throwing a couple $100 in there, just forgetting about it, and check it back in a year or two and see what it ends up being. So hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash a thumbs up. Check out the links down below, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.